What if Naruto could steal Kekkie Genkai? Now, when hearing that, a lot of you are probably thinking of All for One from My Hero Academia. And if you are, you're absolutely correct. This story is going to be a special one because as you guys can see, it's actually going to be a bit of a shorter part. However, if you guys absolutely destroy the like button with 2,000 likes, I'll drop the movie tomorrow. So it's up to you guys, but we'll just have to see.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
Naruto, wake up Naruto. We start this story off with Naruto straight passed out on his desk, bro's literally drooling, and Iruka was not having any of this. Iruka was trying to be paid attention to, and let's just say Iruka was not having the best morning. So this was definitely not the best time to mess with Iruka and be asleep during his classroom. Because of this, Iruka decides, okay Naruto, if you pass out again, I'm gonna do you dirty. And Naruto, he pretends to wake up and he looks at Iruka and he's like, sorry Iruka, didn't get much sleep last night. And Iruka just goes, whatever Naruto, pay attention. And then Naruto lays his head down and bro passes right back out. Immediately, Iruka walks over there, slamming a book on Naruto's desk, stunning Naruto and waking him up. And then he says that everybody's going to go outside for some sparring matches. Naruto says whatever, making his way outside, and it would be at this moment that everybody else would have their sparring matches until eventually it would be nothing but Sasuke and Naruto who would be left. Naruto looks to Sasuke, and he knows exactly who he's going to get matched up against. Then he looks back towards Iruka, realizing that there's an evil smile on his face, and he knows exactly what's going to happen. Iruka then says, Naruto, Sasuke, please come to the circle. Do the unison symbol and fight. Before then, Sasuke goes on to absolutely mollywop Naruto, and Naruto would end up losing a sparring match with Sasuke for the 50th time basically. Not really, but he basically has a 0-7 record with Sasuke, and there was absolutely nothing Naruto could have done. And so Naruto goes home. When he arrives home, he would slam his stuff on the table and be like, dumb Iruka, dumb Sasuke, always making me look dumb. I wish I could get stronger somehow, but I don't know how. Naruto then thinks, Iruka has been talking about this jutsu stuff. I mean, what if I do learn that? What if I learn jutsus? Would that maybe help me out? And so Naruto's like, I guess I'll try it. He goes over to Hiruzen's office and would be like, old man, hey, I want to learn how to use some jutsus. Can you teach me? And so Hiruzen gives him a scroll on the basics of jutsus and stuff like that. Naruto reads it and would get extremely bored. Bro was not having it and he was not really trying to read anything at all. He just looks at the hand signs and tries to perform them for about 2 weeks where nothing happens. Naruto at this point realizes that he can't exactly learn jutsu. Number one, because he's too lazy and he's not exactly putting in the work that's actually necessary or required, and 2, because Naruto also has Kurama inside of him and his chakra control is next to 0, considering that he is below Genin level when it comes to ranking. With this in mind, Naruto began to study the arts of ninjutsu, hoping that maybe he could find a way to gain some power, right? But like I said, it doesn't work. He quickly realizes that his efforts were for nothing, and so no matter how hard he trains, no matter what techniques he might master, he'll never exactly be quite as strong as the elite ninja of his village. One day though, Naruto would end up stumbling upon a strange book in a hidden corner of the library. Now, why was Naruto in the library and what was he doing there? Naruto was hoping that he could find some books on training your body, seeing as that's what Naruto decided to start working on. And so, right at the edge of the corner, he would see that there would be a book. And this book would look old, raggedy, and straight crusty dusty. But one thing about it would be elegant. It was filled with ancient knowledge on Kekkie Genkai and dojutsus, powerful abilities that could only be passed down through bloodlines. Naruto would actually begin reading through this, considering that it would be the first time in forever that a book would actually intrigue Naruto. The information that would be withheld inside of it would intrigue him so much, and the possibilities would make Naruto think of many things. Eventually, as Naruto began to read the book, he would soon discover that there was actually a way to gain these abilities. Realizing this, Naruto decides to train so that one day he could potentially steal a Kekkie Genkai from others. And so, what Naruto would do is have a brief time skip to about 1 year before all of the students will graduate from the academy, and the first person Naruto would think of to try to steal their own Kekkie Genkai would be Hinata Hyuga, seeing as she has a very powerful dojutsu that is a Kekkie Genkai. And Naruto thinks to himself that if he can take that from Hinata, then maybe, just maybe, he may be able to get as strong as he needs to become Hokage. And so, what happened? You guys might be like, yeah, what does happen, Xehther? And let me explain. So, because Naruto wants to get closer to Hinata and wants to find out the ins and outs of the Byakugan, Naruto would start asking Hinata a couple of questions about it here and there. Hinata answers the questions and Naruto slowly tries to get closer and closer to Hinata. However, it would be a really annoying process considering that she'd be so shy, and one time she'd even end up passing out at the thought of Naruto asking her to hang out after school. Naruto didn't mean it in any type of way, but that girl was just so weird. She always had some reason to be strange. Naruto found Hinata a little bit of a weirdo, and ultimately what would end up happening is Naruto finds out which house Hinata lives in, and he would decide that in the dead of night, Naruto will be breaking into the Hyuga compound and trying to steal her Kekkie Genkai. Naruto would actually succeed in this, being able to use his knuckle-headed ninja prowess to get past the Hyuga Byakugan guards and make his way towards the Byakugan princess, Hinata. Once he would enter her room, Naruto places his hand gently over Hinata's face, and so the power of her Byakugan would begin to seep away. It would almost be as though Hinata's eyes would lose their whole entire ability to grow veins and even activate the Byakugan, and then those same veins would pop in Naruto's face as he uses the Byakugan and begins looking around. Noticing that one of the Hyuga members was about to come do one of his usual patrols on Hinata, Naruto hides in one of the corners, leaves Hinata there to be asleep, and ultimately when this ninja would end up leaving, Naruto in the dead of night still would end up making his way back home. Once he would end up arriving, Naruto laughs, realizing that he finally now has stolen his first Kekkie Genkai. Hinata trusted him too much, and Naruto did what everybody who possibly would want to steal powers would do. He would take advantage of her kindness, and he would have stolen it from her while she slept. At first, no one noticed what he was doing, but eventually, as time passed and more ninjas would slowly begin to lose their Kekkie Genkais in the village would become more aware of the thefts, and they tried to catch Naruto, but he was too quick, he was too agile, and he was too cunning. Not powerful quite yet, because he hasn't stolen anything insane yet, but he has definitely been stealing some very, very interesting abilities. Are the abilities of the Yamanaka clan a Kekkie Genkai? I'm really not so sure. I'm pretty sure that that's just a technique, but for now, we're going to be saying that in this particular series, it is a Kekkie Genkai. Naruto steals one of those abilities from an Inuzuka clan member, and not only that, but Naruto would also steal the abilities of the Shikamaru Nara of the Nara clan, right? And so Naruto now would have access to 3 Kekkie Genkais, and 3 people in the village would have lost their abilities of using their Kekkie Genkais. You guys might be like, wouldn't Hinata realize that it was Naruto? Well, not exactly, because Naruto wouldn't make these abilities known to everybody else, and anytime that Naruto would train, he would make his way towards the Forest of Death. You guys also might be wondering why the Hokage Hiruzen couldn't find out, considering that he has the crystal ball, and because of that, Naruto would have ended up creating a devious disguise. Naruto, he changes his hair color, and he puts on a different outfit that Naruto wouldn't usually wear. Not only that, but eventually after having to do that over and over, Naruto realizes that that's too hard. He goes back to the library and finds out about a particular jutsu that can help him out in his endeavor, the transformation jutsu. Naruto uses this to transform into a random specific villager and just go around and steal more and more Kekkie Genkais. They would try to catch Naruto, but like I said, it wouldn't really work because every time it would be a different person that Naruto would transform into. Just random people inside of magazines that they would have never expected Naruto to have gotten a hold of. Naruto would continue stealing Kekkie Genkai, but without any leads. Naruto just continues getting stronger and stronger, and nobody would particularly be able to take out Naruto. Eventually, we do get 1 year fast forward in time, and Naruto hasn't exactly whipped the abilities of using the Byakugan or the Nara's ability, or even the ability of the Yamanaka clan, right? I said Inuzuka, but I'm pretty sure that that's Kiba's clan, but no, Yamanaka clan, right? And so, because of this, Naruto just continues acting like his usual goofball self. Eventually, we would find ourselves in the situation where the team would be announced and Naruto would still be on Team 7. 2 weeks worth of D-rank missions would pass by as well, and because of this, nothing would really happen. I mean, Naruto would just kind of be present and everything kind of goes down just like it would in canon. You can't really see many differences here, and eventually they finally would get announced that they're going to be going on a different mission than usual. This time, they're going to be responsible for finding the bridge builder and taking him to the land of the waves safely. They pretty much end up accepting this mission, and during the portion in time when the Demon Brothers would attack Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Tazuna, and Kakashi would immediately fake his death to see what his team was capable of, Naruto this time around, not being scared of 2 Chunin level ninjas, would immediately rush in at one and punch him straight in the side of the jaw before kneeing him in the stomach and palming him straight towards the direction of a tree, knocking him down, and Sasuke, being shocked at this, would almost end up getting taken out by one of the Demon Brothers. However, Kakashi comes in and swiftly would be able to take them out. Kakashi notices that Naruto's movements were Hyuga-like, but he wouldn't say anything, and the reason they were Hyuga-like was because Naruto has been taking a little bit of an interest in their particular abilities. Naruto also was taking a huge interest in Sasuke, considering that he has an insanely powerful Kekkie Genkai as the Sharingan. And because Naruto doesn't have any other Uchiha members to steal the Kekkie Genkai from, Naruto is eventually going to have to take it from Sasuke. However, since Sasuke hasn't exactly awakened it, Naruto can't steal what isn't there. It's like trying to take money from somebody that's poor, you know what I mean? So that still doesn't happen, and Naruto's trying to play his cards carefully so that he doesn't get found out by the village that he's the one responsible for taking all of the Kekkie Genkais and having everything that's been going wrong in the village be pinned on him. Naruto, eventually throughout the journey, they would end up encountering Zabuza, and the battle between Kakashi and Zabuza goes down just like in canon. Eventually, he gets trapped, Naruto, Sasuke help him out, and once everything seems like it's all gonna be fine, Haku enters the situation and takes Zabuza away, pretending to be a tracking mist ninja. Because of this, we end up cutting right back to Tazuna's house, and all of this, and I literally mean all of this, goes just like it does in canon. Until we finally get to the portion in time when Naruto arrives on the bridge. Now, when Naruto arrives on the bridge and sees that Sasuke is inside of an ice dome prison thing, Naruto gets like the most devious smile, and he knows what he has to do now. Naruto smirks, knowing that he's definitely going to be having to take advantage of Haku's ice abilities. That's another Kekkie Genkai for the books that Naruto's going to definitely have to be stealing, and Naruto would do just that. Naruto, jumping into the situation, would begin to act like a knuckleheaded ninja, and Naruto even uses the desperation of the situation to try to forcefully awaken Sasuke's Uchiha bloodline. Eventually it would happen, however Sasuke would end up inevitably being pierced by a bunch of little senbon needles, and Naruto, watching this happen, thinking that Sasuke had died, would go into a rage unlike any other. Naruto realizes that that was literally his last chance at getting the Sharingan, and because of this, rage would end up going through Naruto's body. He ends up blitzing Haku, punching him straight through the glass in the ice mirror and sending him back out into the normal dimension where Haku has no control over anything. Naruto then places his hand on Haku's face and sucks out the Kekkie Genkai before Haku could do a thing about it. Naruto smirks, and then Naruto would land a finishing blow on Haku before Haku could even get the chance to try to go save Zabuza. And so Naruto would then stay in there and look around until eventually Gato and all of his men would end up arriving and would end up making a pretty big scene out of the entire situation. Gato ends up kicking the body of Zabuza, saying that if he can't do things right, you just have to do it yourself, telling his men to attack, when ultimately Kakashi, Sasuke, Naruto, and the entire village ends up arriving to say that they're not going to back down and that they're finally going to protect their village like they should have done so long ago. This would scare off Gato and all of his men, and ultimately they would end up fleeing with their tail between their legs, leading to Team 7 successfully completing the mission and the bridge still being named the Great Naruto Bridge. Because of this, we finally jump back towards where we would be in canon in terms of the Chunin exams and the preparations, and all of that goes down accordingly. Now, finally, when things would slightly begin to change would be when Gaara would be brought into the equation. Because when Naruto sees that Gaara has an ability or a control over sand, Naruto would immediately recognize what this is. That is a sand Kekkie Genkai, or magnet style, is what Naruto would deem it to be as its true nature, you know what I mean? And so because of this, Naruto would begin devising a plan to try to take Gaara's Kekkie Genkai, simply waiting things through and making his way towards the Chunin exams and facing off against Gaara, discreetly taking the Kekkie Genkai away from him there, or potentially in the dead of night. What would pretty much end up happening is that Naruto decides that ultimately he would probably rather do this in the dead of night. And so what ends up pretty much going down is that everything goes down just like it can. And I'm talking Sasuke getting whooped by Lee. I'm talking Naruto having a speech in the written portion of the Chunin exams. I'm talking Sasuke getting a hickey from Orochimaru on some freaky stuff. You know what I mean? Orochimaru was on some freak timing right there. But ultimately, Naruto would find himself in the perfect position after the 1 month time skip would happen and after his battle against Kiba. Naruto realizes that he has the best and most wonderful opportunity to steal Gaara's Kekkie Genkai. Naruto begins to make his way towards the village hidden in the sand, and using his newfound Kekkie Genkai abilities, such as the Byakugan, such as the Inazuka clan, or no, not Inazuka, but Yamanaka clan's ability, right? He also has access to the Nara's ability, and he also has access to Haku's ice abilities. This means that we would have one of our first biggest fights in the series. We're talking ice versus sand.